Okay, the batteries ran out, so we're just going to continue on from where we were. Precipitation is any of these types of water forms that are going to fall from the clouds down to earth. And the ones we're talking about are rain, sleet, snow, and hail. Rain is in the liquid form, that's why I have an L here. Sleet is an ice form, so the liquid turns into a solid before it falls down. Snow is formed when a gas, the water vapor, turns straight into a solid. So sleet's when a liquid goes to a solid. Snow is when a gas goes to a solid. And then hail is when a liquid goes to a solid, but it has some winds that help it grow. So let's work left to right here. Here's rain. So rain just comes on down out of the clouds in its liquid form all the way down. Sleet, you have rain that comes out of the clouds, and then at some point hits a very cold patch of air. And in that cold patch of air it freezes. And once it freezes, it turns into sleet. So it's little ice particles coming on down. Snow is when the water vapor, the gases all the way up here, turn straight into a solid. When they turn straight into a solid, then they float on down very prettily, and they form snow on the ground. Now hail can be very, very destructive. And it forms, you have some water that comes down, some rain, hits something, some cold air, and in that cold air it freezes. So at this point it's just like sleet. But the thing that happens with hail is that there's these strong winds that blow upwards. And so the sleet comes down, but then it gets pushed right back up because of the winds, and when it comes back up it gets more water droplets that form on it, and they freeze in the cold, and it comes down, and then it just keeps getting pushed up, and it goes around and around in a circle until it's large enough to get past the wind. As soon as it's large enough, it comes down as hail. So when you have things that are like golf ball size hail, that means that the wind was really strong and kept pushing that back up and back up and back up, and that's why those ice balls became so big. That's why they became, you can have the golf ball size, you can have grapefruit size, and these can be very, very dangerous. Now the last thing about precipitation is you measure it with a gauge. Generally it's a rain gauge, that's usually what they measure, but they do also measure how much snow and how much sleet and everything that has fallen. But a gauge is just a cylinder with marks on the side, and you collect the rainwater in, and the rain fills it up to a level. And then here's somebody's eyeball, just taking a look, and you read what level that water came up to. And that'll tell you how many inches of precipitation you had.